Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get started. What was my title again? I made a plan. Daily Rapid. That's right. That's what I wanted to do. Just trying to make sure. Okay. Yeah. So the Daily Rapid started about a half an hour ago. So I'm joining late, but I still do. I still seem to do okay, even when I join late. So. So yeah, that's a really quick one, Misanthrope. All right. I still got to work out how to make that voice louder in my head than the music so that I don't miss it when I'm speaking. I went through the video and I understood why I was missing some of the things that you guys were doing. It's because I was in the middle of like rambling on about something in the chest position, and I didn't understand that he even started talking in my ear. So okay, let's go Caro-Kann. See what this guy knows about the Caro-Kann here. Carapace. What are your other ratings? 1987 Blitz rating. Wow. Misanthrope.
Thanks for the subscription, Misanthrope87.
Wow. Thanks for the sub, man. All right, so D5. I do appreciate that. That's great, man. Yeah, it's funny. I saw earlier this week. I think a couple other people who had subscribed didn't renew. So yeah, you're my first subscriber now. So yeah, I had a couple last month, and then I was back down to 0 this month. So yeah, thanks for that. That means a lot to me. All right, so knight f3. That's a normal move. So e6 and c5. Probably next. Guys, get those song requests going. Shouldn't just be my music in here. What else is going on? Aeroslex says, when I find a part-time job, I'll make sure to sub. Oh, thanks, man. That's good to hear. It's always good to hear when people like what I'm doing here. I actually rearranged my basement. Was it yesterday or the day before? It was Saturday. I rearranged my whole basement on Saturday to organize and get more space in here. I think if you notice, the top of my head is a little bit closer to the chat. I rearranged stuff, so that's just by accident that I'm a little bit closer to the chat. So yeah, the green screen is on a completely different wall. I was having some trouble with a window peering through the green screen and making it so you guys could actually see like a really big bright spot right here. So I had to get rid of that. Okay, so c3. Let's stop rambling and start play chess. So I think as a subscriber, Misanthrope, the points. I want to say Song Request is free for you, so like you never have to worry about running out of points as long as you're a subscriber. I should make it so that the sounds are also free, like the yes and all the stuff that James says. I should make that free for subscribers as well. I'm not sure if I can do that, but I'll look into it. So c5 now. See, there's always issue with bishop b5, but I think I can deal with that. Like with, knight here and queen here, rook over. I should be fine. In worst case, I can just, just deal with this with my bishop. Sorry, with my knight, just supporting my other knight. Yeah, I should be okay. That's all right. I just like to, I feel like I have to offer my subscribers something a little bit, like I just don't know what benefits to offer you guys, because I play with everybody, right? Like the Chess Pros, they only play with their subscribers, but I play with everybody. So it's hard to know what sort of benefits to give to you guys. All right, so a6 maybe. Just develop my knight. Bishop e7. I could capture here so that the bishop can go further, maybe. Queen b6 is another option. Queen b6 looks decent. Although I think I got in trouble one time after like queen a4. The queen was really awkwardly placed here. I just have bad memories about queen b6 in this variation. Let's just ask a question to this bishop because, yeah, expanding on the queen side is my plan anyway. If I can get it with tempo, it's even better. So a6 just makes sense before this pawn gets pinned. Like, you know, if I had to play queen c7, then this pawn would be pinned. So yeah. Oh, wow. So he just traded off his good bishop for my knight here. That's amazing. So now I can take on c5 and then play c5 again. All right, bishop takes is good. Now this pawn's weak. Erzlex Misanthrope says, it's just awesome here. Didn't find any other stream, which is so educating. Yeah, I basically give it away. There's a lot of strong players that are to be like, no, I don't want to teach anybody how to play chess because you got to pay me for that. I'm not a chess professional or anything, so I just teach anything I know, you guys will know soon enough. Erzlex says, you can play the chess bras from the matchmaking pool, but you better have a better high rating. Yeah, right. If you're already a grandmaster, you don't need to subscribe. Okay, so queen here or here. Knight here, maybe. I definitely need to get castled, so queen e7, knight e7 makes sense. Just continue development. I like that he kind of blocked in his own bishop last move. I guess he's thinking about this next, because obviously his knight can't go here or here. All right, yeah. So like I said, knight b3. This is my good bishop. So a move like queen b6 is kind of just thrown out immediately. I'm not interested in that move because I don't want to deal with this trade. I have the bishop pair, so keeping that should be a worthy goal. Bishop b6 looks like the only way to hang on to it. So bishop b6, a5. I could just come back here, put pressure on this pawn. No big deal. Erzlex says, I'm thrilled with myself today. I've been tilted with myself. Sorry, I read that wrong. Played extremely poorly. Yeah, Erzlex, we all have those days. I think I tweeted recently on Twitter saying, you know, am I just having a bad chess day or what? Because, yeah, everybody has bad chess days. We're just not with it. Not quite with it. All right, so knight e4. Sorry, knight d4. Maybe bishop back. Oh, he's forking here. Actually, I can't afford to play. I can't afford to save this bishop now. That's okay though. I'm not too worried about. This is defended. Yeah, I can just go back here because this is defended. Wow. All right. Yeah, the knight covers this. Misanthrope asks, do you worry about the pawn on e5? I usually find it very annoying in my games when the opponent establishes a pawn there. Yeah, Misanthrope, no. Actually, no. And I'll answer that question a little bit more in a sec. I'm just going to get castled first. All right. So the pawn on e5 is actually a weakness. Because oh, whoops. I missed that. Ouch. That's not what I wanted to have happen at all. Now he's winning this piece too. Okay, I might as well resign. Just for the tournament strategy, I'm not even going to play this on anymore. I'm going to resign, and I'm back to the tournament. So normally, when you don't drop a piece, that pawn on e5 is guarded by the knight on f3, right? And as long as you put pressure on that pawn, that knight has to stay there. As soon as the knight moves, you can either take the pawn, or you just keep the knight there, right? And you can build up pressure to the point where they're stuck defending it, right? Because the knight's on f3, he can't play f4, supporting the pawn with another pawn. Pawns always want to be defended by their own kind, right? You don't want to sit there and defend a pawn with all of your pieces, right? That's weak. That's defensive. That's not good chess, right? So because his knight is the only defender on f3, he can't play f4. He can't move the knight and play f4 as long as I'm putting pressure on that pawn on f5. So it could actually become a weakness for me to gain an advantage. So, all right. So Erzlex says, I can understand why masters prefer not to help for free because it's so time consuming. And I feel like my games since last days were terrible. I've been falling for the threats the whole day. Simple as forgetting and defended upon. Wow. Yeah. I wonder how well did you sleep, Eros Lex? I have this theory that like the amount of sleep that you have directly affects your rating. So bishop d2, I think here. That's what I normally play. Just to be able to capture the knight if he takes this way. Okay. And if he's defending here, I'm just going to kick the knight. If he takes, I'll take back with the bishop. If he goes back here, I need to support the pawn. Yeah, so now that I've taken back with the bishop, this pawn is free. Normally against the Grunfeld, this pawn is stuck here on d4 because if I push, he can take on c3 with check. That would be really bad. So that's the advantage of this bishop d2 line. All right, so I'll move my other bishop out, put the knight here and castle. You sleep 10 hours a day from 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. these last 3 days, and I started to play poorly since these days. Oh, well, maybe too much sleep is also a problem too. Yeah, I mean, I try to go between 6 and 8 hours at the most. Bullet Lifter, hey, how's it going, man? Welcome back. Okay, so yeah, here's my point. I can play d5 to kick this knight now. The d5 might land on e5, but I can probably play f4 to kick it out. Should be okay here. Yeah, so I don't mind this opening up now because my bishop's here, right? We're eyeing each other. 4 days ago, I went on an over-the-board 10+5 tournament. I did amazing. I didn't sleep for 20 hours before the tournament. Okay, so yeah, you're just the exception to the rule, man, because like me, I would be the exact opposite. On no sleep, I would perform terribly, and with too much sleep, I don't know. Maybe I do better. I haven't slept 10 hours in a long time. When you have kids, that kind of goes away. All right. So f4 here just seems good. I don't know whether I mean the knight can come here, but that's not a big deal. Just castle. Maybe that more sleep deprived you are, the better you are. Yeah, I mean that could be true for you. It's not true for me. I know for sure that when I so I just want to take here, right? It's my bad bishop, and he gives him double pawns. Like, who cares about the bishop pair when you have this center? Yeah, look at these weak pawns, man. All right, I'm gonna castle. All right, so I can just take that. He'll probably win that pawn back pretty easily, but no big deal. Still have good center control. That check does nothing. I'll just move my king. Okay, yeah, so he just wins his pawn back. But he still has these isolated pawns, right? That's my whole point. So queen here to defend this pawn. Linux Rex, maybe your eyes are just dry. Okay, what are you guys talking about eyes? Hey Fonzo, hey, welcome. Bullet Lifter says, Chris, lately I've been playing a lot of chess very late at night. Do you think this is the reason I've been needing to blink very rapidly? I wouldn't know anything about blinking. Okay, so he's putting more pressure on the e-pawn. The e-pawn's now pinned to this mate threat. That's unfortunate. I can go knight g3, preparing e5 because my queen would be on g2. So yeah, that seems good. Ponzo says you competed with Mello at tactics.chessbase.com. Well, that's cool. I didn't know they had a tactics trainer. All right, he's putting the rook on the open file. I should probably follow suit. Don't need to think too hard about this, I don't think. I'll pre-move the recapture. Linux Rex, can we play some Petrov games this evening? Evening for me. You want to play against me in the Petrov? I mean, I guess you can. I don't know anything about like the theory from the white side of that. Like, I don't play e4, but I can try to play against you with that in that line. You thought I was a blinking expert. Yeah, no, that's not what chess with Chris is known for. Oh, I see. You're both solving the same tactic. See who's faster. That's cool. I imagine you crushed him. That's how I would imagine that would go. Alright, so how do I play against these pawns? I kind of want to trade here and then actually put my rook back on this file to tie everything down. His rook doesn't have any entry point. Actually, his rook can go here. If I step over, his rook can go to c3. That's no fun. Alright, let's trade this bishop off so that he doesn't have the bishop pair anymore. And maybe I can trade here and then go there. And then the rook coming here doesn't actually make sense because he's got to defend this pawn. So let's try that. I just wanted to see some high-rated player explain a bit on the Petrov. Yeah, so the Petrov is e4, e5, knight f3, knight f6, right? I think I have that right. Yeah, and I'm surprised I even know the name of that opening because I'm not an e4 player, right? So like you can ask me about a lot of d4 openings. I know something about the white side of like the Danish. I know something about no, not the Danish. What's d4 f5? Whoa. He didn't defend his pawn. Oh, I guess he's going to kick my knight away from the defense of this. No, but I just take his queen. Oh no, my back rank. I'm screwed. Okay. You guys just saw me lose 2 in a row really early. Yeah, I haven't played much chess in the past since last stream. I've been doing my exercises, playing tactics or whatever. Yeah, the Dutch. That's right. Fonza. So I know a little bit about the Dutch. Yeah, and so there are a bunch of Indian type responsibles like the Nimzo Indian, the Queen's Indian, the King's Indian against d4. And Fonza is asking about Naka's stream. I don't. Oh yeah, he's playing in Gibraltar, right? Okay. Let's try to think straight. I'm losing too many rating points. All right, e6, d4, c4. This is like the start of the Nimzo. Or yeah, you can transpose into the Queen's Gambit declined. So knight c3. I wonder why so many grandmasters teach with potato computers. All right, so yeah, we transposed into the Queen's Gambit declined. I started playing this new. I wouldn't say it's new. I never took here for years because I didn't want their light square bishop to open up. But now that I understand it more, this can make some sense now. C takes d4. Oh, and then of course they always have this opportunity to make this mistake of taking with a knight. So yeah, I get e4 for free, and I have total concentric control. Yeah. So look at this pawn center and look at Black's development. Like he's got this and I've got this. Who won the opening? Like, come on. All right, so knight f3. They have like 10 frames while recording. Yeah, well, I mean, I can't blame them. I mean, I'm a computer guy, right? So I know something about computers and how to use them for streaming or whatever. The fact that I happen to play chess is a bonus. Like, as far as I'm concerned, like I know a lot more about computers than I know about chess. But yeah. But grandmaster, obviously they're going to know a lot more about chess than computers because I spent all my time learning to program. They spent all their time, checkmating people. All right. So f4, bishop f4 maybe. Seems like a fun move. I'll just play it. And Bullet Lifter, can I do a French defense next game? I could try to play the French. I like my Caro-Kann though. I really like my Caro-Kann. All right, so he's brought the knight back to defend his king side. It's probably pretty good. Let's put the rook on the b file, tie this bishop down a little bit. And if he plays like b6, maybe I can play this pawn advance. Good example is the St. Louis Chess Club with their lectures. 5 frames. Yeah, I guess some of the old stuff is not so good, but I think lately St. Louis has been doing pretty good, haven't they? I think they hired somebody, right? Like they have all the money. So I think they've hired some people to take care of their computer stuff for them. They're doing better and better. Yeah. So I think some of the older St. Louis stuff was kind of bad, but now I think it's fine. All right, is this a threat? I guess not really. I mean, he doesn't have any pressure here other than the pawn and the queen. I kind of want a queen here, maybe, just to, I don't even know, maybe queen here. That seems okay. Yeah, but guys like asking me, requesting me like to play certain openings. I mean, that might not end well. Like I could probably do that against a really low rated player. You know, anyone under 1600 or whatever, I could play probably any opening I wanted against them. But once I get over like opponents 1600 and up, like you start to know your own openings really well once you get to a certain level. And if I'm playing their opening and I don't know anything about it, like I'm not sure how confident I'd feel, I gotta say. Okay, so starting my bishop. What to do about that? Bishop e3, bishop g3. e3 seems solid. You go bishop here, but then f6 comes. Maybe f6. I kind of want him to play f6, right? If he plays f6, I come back with the bishop and then target this e6 pawn, this g6 square. That seems good. Maybe this is it's a fun little move to tempt him to play a bad move. Fonzo says, I can play any opening I wanted against anyone over 2600. You'll lose anyway. Yeah, right. It just depends on the rating difference. Okay, bishop f6 is better, right? But now his knight doesn't have any moves, right? Can't I play g4 here and just win the knight? I guess he takes here. And then if I take here, he moves his bishop and my pawn's stuck on h5. That's no fun. So g4 doesn't work because he can take. But maybe I take here and he takes with a queen. If he takes with a queen, then g4 might work. No, because then his knight has f5. Never mind. All right. Well, I'm not bothered by this. I can just. Oh, this pawn's hanging. All right. What now? I guess I take here. Seems fine. I can play e5 to keep this bishop behind the e6 pawn. So e5 will come a tempo next move. Maybe his knight gets the square, but it's not the end of the world. Can line up the bishop and queen nicely. Seems like fun. Yeah, Fonzo's song, of course, has been on. I guess this song is really long that I'm playing right now. So yeah, there's 3 songs queued up. So Misanthrope is up next with For Elise. All right. So e5 now. Yeah. So now his knight is kind of stuck out here. So I can play queen here. Well, maybe it just, if I play g4, knight here, there, he's got knight back. It's too bad. So close to winning this knight, but I just don't see it. Like knight, after g6, you know, he's got knight g7. So like queen d4 first, and he's got g6, and g4, knight g7. If I play g4 first, he's got knight f5, queen here, and then knight back. Man. It's unfortunate. Maybe I play g3. G3 is kind of weakening, but he doesn't have a dark square bishop. It's just taking away the square from the knight. So many plans, so many. I don't know what to do. I mean, this looks like a really good queen, right? Like the queen is looking everywhere from here. But then I have h4 after his knight g6. h4 queen takes. Oh, I see. Okay, so now he gets this weak e6 pawn. He has to take back with a knight to defend this. Probably I could go queen g6, and then maybe I can use the knight. Arzlik says, sometimes I like super flashy sequences when they're close to working. You kind of wish they work. Yeah, I know, right? It's a temptation in calculation to not look at the best moves for your opponent, because like, hey, this line works if he just does this. It's not the best way to play chess, though. Gotta say, it's gotta be said. All right, so queen back. I don't want to trade queens. His king's weaker than mine, right? So yeah, just queen back, and we'll continue attacking. Is this the best square? I can't really go this way. Can't go here or here. So yeah, this is really the only move. Sometimes I play him anyways and just accept that I'll lose. I'll at least have surprised the opponent. Yeah. And every now and then you do get a game that looks like a Morphy game, right? You got lucky. The sack worked. Yeah, but you tend to lose rating points doing that kind of thing. So, gotta be careful. All right, he's attacking my queen some more. Queen here. Totally different change of pace here. Pulp Fiction. Sometimes masters will do hope chess versus amateurs because they recover if the amateurs don't fall for it. It's still a risky way to play, isn't it? Okay, now the bishop here comes, hits this pawn. Not enough music these days has like legit horns. Like this is a real trumpet player, like some guy blowing through a piece of brass. Not enough music these days has this anymore. Feels bad, man. Hey, Didijano. Miserloo? What is Miserloo? Linux Strike says, well, yeah, I was very consumed by the rating at first, but now I really stopped caring. Huh. That's a good attitude to have, I think. All right, so queen a5. Wow, he really wants to trade queens. And I really don't. Queen here, maybe? I could just take here and win a pawn. But my extra pawn is like back here. This pawn's kind of weak. I don't know. I could also take here first, and if he trades queens, my knight is improved. I like my knight here better than here. Does he have any other threats? I'm not seeing any other threats. Let's just take his pawn. Seems okay. That kind of rids the whole endgame problem that we had before, which was the majority here. Whoa! Did he just give me a piece? What was that? What in the world? Now I'm a piece up. No, I'm not a piece up. He just traded bishops. Okay. I'm really off right now. All right, so knight takes or pawn takes. Pawn takes would actually correct my structure. I like the knight here, but I also like fixing my structure. Knight here doesn't really have any threats. Yeah, I'm just going to take the pawn. Then I can come here to attack this pawn. I've seen that you don't pay attention to it, you can have way more fun. If you lose a lot more points, you probably get back up anyways. The rating follows some kind of a trend line. Yeah, that's true. Okay, what does that move for? guess he wanted to give me a check. I don't know. He's just moving his knight. Like, I want to move my knight here and attack this stuff. I'll just move my pawn for now. I hit this pawn. I used to stop playing for a few days after I'd gotten a losing streak just because I got annoyed. So I'm going to go here with a small threat. Take here and then take its knight. Just got to be careful about my back rank. I should probably play h3 or g3 at some point. G3 makes more sense. Takes away the square from the knight. Yeah, I think g3 is coming next. Here's like, I'm a very competitive person, so it's harder for me not to care about my statistics. I do care a bit about the standard rapid games. With Blitz, I really don't take those games way less seriously. Yeah, I realize that, Fonza. I'm trying to, I just said g3. I also want to play f4, just to support this pawn. I'm getting really low on time. I just need to play at this point. g3 next. Alright, he's getting this pawn. I can get another one back, though. And now both my rooks will be on the 7th rank, which is nice. Cutting his king off. I just gotta play this like bullet now. Alright, so sorry guys, I'm gonna have to ignore the chat for a little bit until I finish this game. I can't afford to lose to an 1848. Alright, let's go here, come up. I don't think this plan was good, because his king had an escape to h7 to g6, but now his king can't escape. He's kind of imprisoned on the back rank. Just gave him a pawn for nothing. Didn't need to do that. Hmm. I really feel like I screwed myself over. Because his rook's never going to leave the back rank. I'm not going to have mating threats. Maybe I can do this, though, and then mate this way. Yeah, h6 is going to be a mate threat. How does he defend against that? Wow. The power of the active king. Yeah, I don't see a defense. He's got this, but then I take and win the pawn. No knight checks. Gotta make sure there's no knight checks. Mate. GG. With 3 seconds left to go. Oh my god. Woo! Unbelievable. That game was too close. Okay, let me check up on the chat before I go back to the tournament. I need to relax. My heart's racing a little bit too much right now. Okay, you guys talk about your blitz ratings. Yeah, blitz is for fun, guys. And don't stress out about your blitz rating. Chess is kind of an ego thing. Yeah, but that's in serious games, right? Like, blitz is about, like, who's paying attention the most. I don't know, like, who's... I don't know. I mean, if they attack your queen from the other side of the board and you don't see it, like, in a 3-minute game, that can happen to a grandmaster, not just anybody, right? So it's not really... I don't know, like being good at blitz and bullet and stuff, that's good and all, but it's not to say that you're the strongest player in the world, obviously. Competition, building a stairway, playing down a king. Yeah, Erzlex, that's a common saying. Down a king. I think was it Gata Kamsky? Who said that? Who popularized that thing? I don't know. Wouldn't be surprised if the endgame still won. Yeah, I think it was. Couldn't you have taken the rook on e5? Possibly. Could I have taken the rook? Oh, you mean just taking with a knight? Yeah, but I was trying to checkmate him. Like,
Lynx Rex cheers with 200 bits for that nice win in the end.
Ah, thanks, Linux Rex. That's a good cheer too. It puts you at the top of the leaderboard. I believe that's you're the new first place now. Thanks for that. that win was worth something, right? Because his king was cut off and his rook was back here defending the back rank. Like, I was trying to get my king up here and checkmate him on the back rank, but his rook had no reason to move. But then I created another mating net, right, with my knight and pawn. So that was fun. I'm glad I had that idea there really quick. And it's interesting. I think I wouldn't have had that idea unless I had started playing some puzzles on my phone recently. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of like mate in 2, mate in 3, mate in 4 puzzles that I've been solving lately, and noticing all these patterns and the possibility of those patterns in my games. I've been noticing more and more, so I'm hoping that it'll translate to some rating here soon enough. Yeah, blitz rate is lower. Yeah, Erzlex, that's the same with me too. My blitz rating is in the 1800s, my rapid's in the 1900s, sometimes 2000. Yeah. So yeah. All right, cool. Back to tournament. Ready to play the next game. Still more than an hour left to go. I can recover from these first 2 losses for sure. I just need to get a bunch of wins in a row. If I win like 2-3 games in a row, I should be fine. To climb back up in the standings, I mean. Linux Rex says, I don't like blitz. I like playing solid way more than playing fast. Nowadays, I only play blitz on the train. Yeah, Linux Rex, I also... Actually, in the past few months, I subbed playing blitz on my phone to playing puzzles on my phone. So you might want to think about doing that to help improve your pattern recognition, because I think puzzles are a big key for improving chess and pattern recognition. All right, so number e4. Someone requested a French. This guy's 1795. All right, I'll do it. What kind of software do you develop in my job? Which language? Database software. So I'm an Oracle guy, and Oracle has this language called PL SQL. So yeah, that's how I roll. So I don't know anything about the French. I'm just like flying. Oh, he pre-moved this. He just sacked a pawn. I don't think he meant to do that. Okay, so queen here. So now the pawn here is going to be weak forever, right? If I go queen here, he has knight here. Maybe I should pin that knight. Threaten here. Oh, he just resigned. Quick win. Oh boy, poor guy. He wasn't expecting c takes d4. All right. It's only a blunder if you lose. It's a sacrifice if you win. Yeah, right. MS SQL. Okay. Yeah, so that's Microsoft's built-in language for their. I think that's right, for MySQL, for their database. No, it's not MySQL. It's what is a Microsoft database? It's his fault for pre-move. Yeah. You don't pre-move a position unless it's a recapture. You can always pre-move recaptures. Like I'll pre-move this all day long in case they capture on G7. Like you just pre-move this. It's fine. Knight f3. Okay. So usually knight f3, like I get nervous because like, oh my god, I'm playing a grandmaster or I'm playing a master or something. But no, this guy's 1724. That's funny. All right. The language is T-SQL. The GUI is called MS SQL Explorer. Oh, okay. T-SQL. But which database is it? I guess was my question. Like, what's the name of the database itself? C4. So he's playing in English. I'll play C6. Up to 2000 in no time. Yeah, hopefully Linux Rex. Ponza says, do you know bishop d7, queen b6 system without the early knight c6 idea? I don't actually, Fonza. The thing that I concentrated on, or are you talking about the French? No, I don't know anything about the French. But if you're talking about the Caro-Kann, no. I always play knight c6. All right, so queen here is a little bit odd looking. Just develop. Well, the GUI name I said is wrong. Shame on me. Okay. All right, so he's playing. That's almost like a ready now. All right, well. So maybe I'll play like this and threaten bishop f5. Microsoft SQL Management Studio. Okay. Microsoft. Say that's the GUI that you work in, right? So I can actually play this. You can't respond here. Yeah, so let's do this. Nice time gainer. Oh, SQL Server. That's right. SQL Server, of course. I can't believe I blanked on that. A bunch of my colleagues used to work in SQL Server. They made the change to Oracle. Yeah. So, yeah, the name of the server is called SQL Server. Yeah. In the Microsoft world. Oh, Misanthrope, yeah, sorry. Make sure you spell stuff out like that. Otherwise, Nightbot is gonna time you out. So you gotta be careful about putting things that look like links in the chat. Yeah, eChip's SQL SQL is just a general like language for, it's a standard language across all databases, but yeah, there's a specific type of database called SQL Server that Microsoft made. And not much eChips. Glad to see you in here. How does the duck know what opening this is? Yeah, I don't know. When you say duck, what do you mean duck? Yeah, I don't know what opening this is, honestly. I mean, he's playing something like a. I mean, this looks like the pawn formation of like the King's Indian attack or something, right? So he wants to go here. Maybe F4. So Queen E7 would be able to take back with the queen. It improves my queen, but it kind of takes away that square that from the knight. Pink Floyd. Some nice music. Classics. I don't know. 1, 2. That's fine. We can always go like this with a knight. Previous song called How Does the Duck Know? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't hear those lyrics actually. Alright, so he wants the bishop pair. Can deal with that. Yeah, Aeroslix, if you play people that are stronger than you, you might be able to improve. I wouldn't say playing, improving, or playing in general would lead to any improvement if you're not doing analysis. Yeah, playing against a stronger player, especially if you analyze the game, will help your chess. But playing against people of your own strength, I think you can just stay at the same level your whole life if all you do is play against people of your own strength. Yeah, I am a programmer, eChips. I was telling someone else who asked that I work with Oracle databases. I'm a PL SQL programmer. So Oracle has this language that runs on their database server as opposed to an application server that runs like next to the database, like on the same. Oh, whoops. That's unfortunate. I think I can just pin the pawn though, right? Yeah, you can't take the knight. So like most database applications have like a separate app server that runs a program on that server. But Oracle allows a little bit more efficiency, I guess, with their PL SQL language. Zeitgeist movement. I went from 1200 to 1600 in 3 years by playing people of my own strength. Is that all you did though? I assume you analyzed your games. Is that what I'm, but like, because analysis is one of those things that helps you improve. But yeah, I don't know. I can't believe that that's all you did to Zeitgeist. Like you must have watched some videos or played some puzzles or analyzed your games. Like any of those things would have helped. There you go. So that I would attribute your improvement just to the analysis and the puzzles, not to playing against other people. All right. So castles. Yeah, I mean, not everybody's a serious gamer, right? Like, you got to take a game seriously to improve at it. Like, be it Counter Strike or chess or anything. Like, if you're just playing for fun, then that's all you're gonna get. Is some fun. Like, you're not gonna win all that much. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I should have muted the mic. I think I stepped away enough, though. It wasn't too loud. Hopefully. Okay, so this pawn could be backward. If I like get a bind going here somehow, this pawn could be a target, but I don't know how to do that at the moment. This f4 advance seems a little bit aggressive. Is this the new or the old version of this song? Hacking Ninja says, any tips on learning openings fairly fast? I'm trying to learn the Sicilian defense in the next week before my high school chess team goes to state. Hacking Ninja, I would suggest Chessable for that. Chessable.com. It's one of the best ways I've found to memorize openings. Yeah. But beyond memorizing the openings, make sure you have an idea of how to play the position that results from those lines that you memorize. So it's not good enough to memorize moves if you don't understand how to play the position that results after that. So do be careful. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Rook on an open file, maybe. Which rook? Yeah, I think I'm gonna put the rooks on these two files, advance the c-pawn. Let's try for that. Unless you play better plays, you want to see deeper ideas and new plans. No, Zeitgeist movement, I wouldn't agree. In fact, you'll improve your own ability to analyze before the computer. I mean, Zeitgeist, man, people were analyzing their own games long before computers existed, man. Don't think you're not good enough to analyze your own games. You can still go back and see what you might have missed just by looking at the position fresh again. Yeah, absolutely. The second time through a game, even without the computer, is always going to be more revealing than the first time through, right? Especially when you have the pressure of actually playing the game on at the same time. So knight here seems good. He can't advance the pawn because this square is mine. Yeah, Aerolex, I agree, and that's part of the deal with positional chess. You know, yeah, you might miss tactics, but everyone misses tactics compared to Stockfish. But yeah, finding the right plan and that kind of thing, you can still do that as a lower rated player for sure. You know, if you realize that, oh wait, maybe stuff isn't going on the king side very much for me, I should have played on the queen side, and then you can remember that next time, you know, in that opening, and you'll do a lot better once you make the right conclusions like that. So he's not coordinated very well. He's been wasting a lot of time with these pawn moves and not moving his bishop. His rooks still aren't connected. Really, I mean, we're on move at 15. He still hasn't connected his rooks. Although that said, I didn't connect mine until move 13. So this guy's name is Zaphod Beeblebrox. Can anybody name the reference? What's this a reference to? Zaphod Beeblebrox. This is awesome. Do you think reading books is the best way to become better? I think it's a way to become better. Yeah. It's a way that I prefer. I have fun reading chess books, and I like reading chess books. I think it's a great way to improve. I mean, I think you should just do what you like. You know, do what you like to improve. You know, if you like studying openings, study openings. If you like studying tactics, study tactics. If you like positional chess, read a book. Actually, there's books on tactics too, so don't let that discourage you. As far as, you know, tactics, you know, don't just ignore books because you want to learn tactics. I mean, there's books on tactics too. Yeah, I mean, do what you like in chess. But I'd say that the fastest way to improvement is to study tactics. I mean, the fastest way to increase your rating is to work on tactics, for sure. Because a lot of the other things that you can learn, like endgames and openings and positional play, that has a much less likely to decide a game than a tactic will. Like, tactics come up more often and are more decisive than knowing which plan, than knowing how to play the endgame perfectly, than knowing the endgame slightly better than your opponent. I wish I could give you guys an example. Maybe after the tournament, I'll show you guys an example. There's a national master that I like to play against sometimes. And it turns out in the past year, I've studied the opening to the point where I know the opening better than him. Like, I can always get an advantage out of the opening against this guy. But his positional and tactical play is so much better than mine. He always climbs back and beats me. Like, I haven't beaten him ever, but I'm always better out of the opening. Like, okay, now I can just take this. right? I'm just taking here with check. He goes here. Is my knight a problem? Maybe he can kick my queen away from my knight, because my queen's got to hang out with the knight. So like queen here, 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 here. My knight's pinned, but I'm still protect. Oh, he's got knight here actually. Wow, what a line. So seriously, I can't take this pawn? I can go queen here, right? Yeah, because he can't take, I'll take his queen. If he trades, then I go knight here. Yeah, that's the answer. So queen here, bishop here, ignore the bishop and go queen here. I think that should work. Let's try it. Check. Oh no, his queen's defended. Oh, what am I thinking? This knight, come on, Chris. Why do you lose like this? Let's see. Okay, it's not the end of the world yet. I go knight here, and then his bishop defends the square. If I go bishop here, or sorry, rook here now, I can win a few pawns, I think. So his knight moves or he defends it. I can take this pawn. Maybe I'm taking this pawn as well. Boy. Oh, that sucks. I hate losing a piece like that. Yeah, but I think taking that pawn was just poison though, because queen b4 didn't work either. We just looked at that with this sequence. Yeah. Well, that was rough. But I think I still have some compensation here. I can get at least a second pawn. I'm getting either this pawn or this pawn, and maybe both. We'll see. It's not the end of the world, losing a piece. Okay, so like this is even better now. It's a fork. Oh no, no. Okay, settle down, settle down. Should I take the second pawn or should I? I'm just gonna double up my rooks. Well, okay, he's on both of these pawns. Wow. I might be a little distracted this game. Maybe I can beat him on the clock. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so I think James is repeating this thing every 15 minutes. That's not really what I wanted. Timers. Yeah, I wanted more than one disc. Oh, yeah, I'm getting distracted again. Wait, that's 2 pieces for a rook, right? So I'd only be down the exchange after this. That's good news. So now I'm only down the exchange. See, everybody blunders. Everybody blunders. All right. So work on the 7th again. Follow Chris on Twitter. https://twitter.com. I actually need to get my profile name. What is my Twitter profile user? There it is. All right. That won't be quite so monotonous. All right. Yeah, I think he's just going to lose on time. There's no increment in this tournament, so Come on, dude. Clock management. Clock management. Yeah, he just resigned. Okay. Mr. Throp says, what is the Zaphod Beeblebrox creature you've been talking about? Yeah, so did no one guess it? No one knew what Zaphod Beeblebrox was? Yeah, it's a reference to a character in a book. And the book's name was Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's a classic sci-fi novel and movie. Yeah, so I lost a piece there, but I guess opponent wasn't paying attention to the clock. Again, another English player. Wow. Different move order, but an English player. All right, again with the Carocon system. You know, the movie didn't remember the character. Ah, cool. Bullet Lifter, love that background. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I tried to do something like fancy-ish. I don't know. I like fancy things. Wine and cheese and crackers and all that. E-Chips asks, what's my favorite book? What is my favorite book? Generally, my favorite book is the one I'm reading right now. And I'm reading a couple of books right now. Okay, so I'm just hearing a bunch of... That's weird. Thanks, Misanthrope. So after E4, I think I want to play D6, or can I get away with D5? I don't think I can, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, probably not. So I'll at least play D6 to stop E5. So I'm reading a book right now called The Red and the Blue, which is it's about American politics and how it became so divided. Like politics in the last 20, 30 years became like a team sport type thing where, you know, in order for the Republicans to, you know, win, the Democrats had to lose and vice versa. And that wasn't always the case. And this book is about the history of that and why that happened, which is pretty interesting. It's a similar phenomenon all around the world, actually. Like the USA is not the only country that's happening to. What else am I reading? I'm reading Nimzovich's My System, which I highly recommend. If anyone's 15, 1600 and up, and you haven't read My System, go read My System. It's so good. So good. I love that book. I'm only halfway through it now, and it's been a great ride. Like, there's so many things that he's like nailing down for me in positional concepts that I kind of had a sense of already, but like he's really nailing it down in a way that I really appreciate so much more now. So I think I'm threatening to take here now because of the bishop pin on the knight. All right, so he stopped that actually. What else am I reading? I think that's about it. I mean, I started Life and Games of Tal, but I'm concentrating more on Nimzovich right now. The knight here looks like a move. Let's try that. And I can play for a5. Maybe c5. c5 for knight c6. Oh no, then d5 comes. Let's go like this. Valen says, I've read also halfway through My System, but it gets a little bit hard to follow for me. Some of his ideas are a bit hidden behind hard tactics. Yeah, Valen, yeah, that's why I said at least 15, 1600. E-Chips, am I a Kindle fan? I have a Kindle, and I read the occasional ebook. Yeah. Right now the two books that I'm reading are physical copies and audiobook. So I have an audiobook on my phone that I listen to in the car. But yeah, sometimes I'll read ebooks on my Kindle. Yeah. Have you ever tried the Hippo system? No, I haven't, Fonzo. I kind of toyed with the idea back when I was playing the King's Indian, but it just looked too. It always just looked too goofy for me. Um, like it didn't seem like a real opening. And I always wanted to kind of play real openings, whatever that means. Okay, so my bishop has this square again now. That's good. eChip says, I want to get into audiobooks. People seem to love them. It's a great way to waste time or pass time. Like I spend a lot of time in the car occasionally, and it's a great way to learn something, right? When you're in the car. All right, this is not just stacking the pawn. There's a fork here, so. Not a waste of time. Well, okay. You know what I mean. It's a good way to pass time. That's what I meant. All right, so knight here threatens to remove the defender and also hits the queen. After takes, I have the same threat. And I win the bishop pair. So this seems like a good move. Ponza says, when I become a GM, I will change my mind. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm definitely not going to become a GM. Yeah, don't hope for that for me because it's not happening. Misanthrope says, I use my time just to free my mind. Huh. Interesting. To free your mind. You mean like you just think about nothing? Like you just listen to music and think about nothing? Mindset for learning in a car. Huh. I don't know. I mean, I didn't always do that, right? So I still had this thread. Oh, but he can take back with the other knight. It's too bad I can't kick this knight. So I kind of want to take here, just to tempt him from this. But I guess he has to go knight back, right? He could also take here. But surely that ends in disaster, right? Because I can take here. Or take here. I don't know. I lose the bishop pair if he takes with the knight. Let's trade this pawn off. And I can trade this. This king side is starting to be devoid of stuff. Like queen up here and there seems like a fun idea. I wonder if I can do that right now and give away the knight. Like king here, knight there. Is there a defense? No, he just plays f3. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. The knight wasn't here. I could go knight here. Takes queen there. You can still prepare it, just come back. It's too slow. Alright, with that in mind, I'm going to move my knight forward. Although knight forward, f3 and g4. I can take his bishop, it's fine. Our minor pieces just kind of like pass each other on their way to attacking. Often I don't even listen to music in the car. Oh wow, silence in the car. That's not something I've ever done. I've never even tried. Bulletlifter, do you think if I had more free time would I become a grandmaster? I don't know. I don't think I would. It's just not in the cards. Once you reach a certain age, I don't think it's even possible. Yeah, if you're not an expert or a master in your teens, then I don't think it's possible for you to become a grandmaster. It's a sad truth, but I mean that's life, I guess. So knight here is tempting. It's got two threats. Queen up is tempting as well because I have control over f3. I wonder which one is stronger. Well, I haven't developed my queen yet, so this seems good. Actually, what am I talking about? I don't have control over f3. Yeah. Shoot, now I can't take the bishop anymore. Oh no. That's bad. That's really bad. I have to take this. Oh. What do I do? What do I do here? Crap. I looked at this tactic earlier, and I just thought, oh, I'll just take his bishop. And then as soon as his bishop moved, it didn't click. It didn't click that he still had this tactic after his bishop moves. Man. All right, let him have the piece. Get my queen out. It's crazy. Just need to calm down from your day at work. Wow. Bullet lifter, why did I do that? Yeah, so he's winning a piece no matter what I did. So this seemed better to me than the other alternatives. If the bishop went back, he could play g4, and my bishop had my bishop would be stuck there. Plus, my bishop's defending the knight. So I put my queen here because I wanted to move my knight and like do stuff like this or like this. Misanthrope says, I became a dad 3 months ago. Wow, congratulations. We were building a house, so every now and then I really love to have complete silence. I never did that before. Wow. Yeah, that's not something I ever considered, actually. It's a cool perspective I like. I like that, actually. So I don't want to trade queens being down a piece, obviously. Man, I've lost 2 pieces now against lower rated players. Something's off about my game. I need to play more, I think, between streams. I think when my rating started to go up in the past few months, I got kind of scared to play off stream. I don't know why. Like, yeah, I should really just play more off stream to get my ability of not ability, but to keep practicing my ability to look at like different tactics and stuff like in the middle of a game. And I remember in the past, my rating actually went up between streams, and then it went down during this because I'm sitting here talking about my chess. I'm not concentrating. But yeah, Valen, that's kind of the issue, right? Like I remember when I first started streaming, my rating would always go back up in between streams. But it's hard to find the time to play a longer, like 10-minute game of chess when I'm not streaming. Like unless I set aside the time to just play, it's not so easy. Okay, I'm gonna just try to pressure this guy on the clock like I did the last guy. This guy seems to be able to play faster. I mean, I'm the one that's down on time here, but we'll see what happens. Fonzo's suggesting a move. Yeah, I guess I could have played that, huh? Right now my focus is on this pawn for some reason. Yeah, his king side's more interesting, isn't it? My rating has been kind of the same for the last 3 streams. Yeah, Bullet Lifter, but it was in the 1800s when I started streaming. So I was like 1850-ish when I started streaming, and then I was pushing 1900, and then I was getting above 1900, 1950-ish, and then only in the past couple of months have I been like 1990s, 2000. So it's always a slow progression, right? You're never going to jump like crazy, or you do jump, but it's the average that you pay attention to. Okay, so so I want to take here. He trades bishops, but I could also take here and then take this way. Either way, I'm hitting the knight. I could also do like Fonza says. I like this better right now. So I wanted to trade. Not too big of a deal. I mean, he's up a piece, right? So it is kind of a big deal, but I want a pawn for that trade. All right, so is Queen H3 okay here? I guess so. Let's try it. It's kind of nice that this pawn formation leads to no knight checks. Like the pawns cover all the squares where the knights could give me a check. So it's kind of hard for the knights to really make progress against this structure. All right, let's just play back. Maybe here? Yeah, why not? Yeah, Valen, it's kind of something I had to learn. Talking and chatting at the same time like this. I mean, I used to play in clubs quite a bit more, where we would sit and talk about whatever, like in the middle of the game, like casual games like that. But it's different when you're having to read and chat at the same time. Okay, so knight back there. That's kind of cool. It's good for me, I think. So queen back. So maybe my knight would be useful here if he doesn't play this move. But if he plays this move, I can play h5 and then knight. So let's not play knight here now. So now my rook has some scope. Can go back to h3 soon. I don't know. Rook here looks tempting. Queen here looks tempting. See what he does about those moves. Oh, he stops both of them. Nice. He gives me this move though. Hits g3. His king side is kind of crumbling here. It defends with the king. Take away the square from the pawn and knight. Just fighting more for the square. Valen 770. When Penguin played a series of 100 matches against Magnus, he told himself I needed to stop reading chat. Wow. Alright, this knight seems kind of trapped as far as being able to trade or not trade. Let's go here. Actually, no, taking with the pawn doesn't make sense. So now the knight's pinned. Oh my god, my rook. Wow, I'm playing like crap. Like literally like crap. And I just gave him a pawn too. What in the world? Ouch. Alright, that's check. I get a pass pawn. And now I still have less time than he does. This is nuts. Yeah, sometimes bullet lifter. Sometimes I have blunders. I'm not sure how to explain it, but like I play really well and then I blunder. It's a pattern with my chess. It's been like that for years, where I can make good plans. I have good positional sense, but then I have blunders. Like I don't know what to say. Yeah, and here he's got mate in 2. Wow, incredible. Well, I won 3 in a row. It was good while it lasted. Let's keep going. Sometimes you blunder. 5 minutes, he started reading the chat again out of habit while playing against Magnus. Yeah, I think he streamed a lot, you know, so it's a big habit for him to just read the chat, even in the middle of a bullet game. Like Penguin is crazy to learn how to do that. Like I don't know how he does it, honestly. Of course, he also doesn't talk about his chess all that much. If you notice, he almost never comments on the game, like what his plan is or what he wants to do, or why his opponent made the move he made and all that kind of stuff. All right, I'm going to berserk here. I'm a little bit tilted. Maybe I probably shouldn't berserk, but I'm going to try to beat this guy quickly. Maybe I can get 2 berserk games in a row. All right. So chat needs to die down so I don't have to pay attention. Knight f6. Someone was mentioning that move in the chat earlier. So I'm going to play super fast. Hopefully catch this guy in a blender instead of him catching me. Boy. What is he waiting on? Oh, it's good though. Like, the only way you win against someone who berserks is by taking your time, but I wouldn't think on move 2 is the time to do that. Like, he should take his time when he comes across a new position. Like, surely I'm not the first person to play c4 against him. He chips my classic tilt. Then sack on f7 and resign by move 10. Slam laptop shut and vow to never play chess again. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, don't sack on f7, man. Unless the opening book says to sack on f7, don't do that. Alright, so this is the King's Indian. I have a line that I've memorized against this. From Chessable, by the way. I remember someone asked me about opening. Memorizing opening lines. I memorized this specific line with Chessable. If he goes e5, then I know what to do here. If he moves his knight, then it's less clear. Yeah, but the main line I think is e5. Okay, yeah. So I've got this queen trade line that I like. It gives white a decent position in the endgame, actually. He's playing so slow. But he's playing all book moves, so it's like he's trying to remember what the theory is or something. I don't really know. Yeah, using 2 minutes in a 10-minute game to play theory is suspect. I don't get this. So this move is the move that justifies the queen trade. His opening theory is so vast that he has to wade through the copious amounts of theory in his head to remember the most critical line. Nice. E chips, yes, it was, but I was threatening knight takes c7, hitting the rook, trapping the rook. Okay, and he just resigns for some reason. He's not lost here. There's several moves available. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure why he resigned here. That's so weird. Okay, whatever. Back to tournament. That was hilarious. I guess he's intimidated by how fast I was playing. I don't understand. That was weird. That was really weird. Yeah, maybe he had to go and do something else. I don't know. Like the most common move I think there is rook d6 defending the knight and unpinning. And black is still okay. Like he's not lost or anything from there. I might be winning a pawn, but that's not lost yet. That's for sure. So 3 points for that puts me with 11 points and 113th place. All right. I'll pre-move c6. I'm not going to berserk at 1829. Let's see if I can beat this guy. I'm not sure what the highest rated opponent I've beaten this stream yet is, but we'll see. Let's see if I can beat him. All right, d4. What am I supposed to do here? I think I'll pin the knight. So yeah, can I just take this pawn? Queen takes, knight here, queen back. I just win a knight. So this is tempting, right? In the Caro-Kann, like you get this pressure sometimes against d4 and b2, and the question is whether or not you can safely take on b2 without like just losing. Because I still haven't developed my king side, right? I mean, I'm a pawn grabber. I have to grab it, right? I have to. I just have to. Giant killer tempted me, and now I'm going to take it. So my queen's actually safe on c3 as well. But I want to be able to deal with rook b1 with like queen c7, defending the pawn with the queen. Maybe I shouldn't though. Like queen c3, I can play b6 after rook b1. Queen c3 makes more sense to me. b6 is fine. Not worried about that. So I had to stop rook b1 because I could just like play my knight out because then he plays rook b7. So yeah, b6. No, is my queen getting in trouble? Maybe. I don't see a way to attack it right now. So if I trade here, actually my queen escapes this way. Seems good. Maybe I'm really getting in trouble though. Like now, like bishop b5 can come and that looks. I guess, but the bishop can come back. All right. Okay, so I didn't take with the bishop, so that's good news. But yeah, queen here now. He doesn't want to take here or anything. So I'm behind in development, which is a common thing in the Caro-Kann. Yeah, I just need to catch up and castle, and I'll be fine. I'll be better. But white's probably better here. Like I would rather have the white position from here, honestly. This is a mistake because this would be bad. Well, the queen here defends. I just can't play e6, which is trouble. I'll just bring my bishop back. Is there a knight move that concerns me? Not really. Knight here, maybe a little. Bishop back, knight here. What do I do? Just queen. Actually, yeah, none of these queen moves are possible. That would be bad. Wow. Yeah, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I definitely prefer white here. Just tactically. Boy. Yeah, Misanthrope. I'm not well enough developed to start attacking like that. No. Yeah. Bishop takes h3 was suicide. Like he's got everything in his, everything available to defend, and I have nothing to attack. All right, that's a scary move because this move is coming next. Wow, I'm just getting checkmated. Like pawn to d7 is mate, and my rook is attacked. So I guess I got to give up my rook. Like this is so bad. Yeah, taking on b2 was terrible. Unbelievable. And it's not over. Like he's got this move. Yeah, okay, I resign. Maybe I can get one last game in. Crazy. My losses today have been brutal. I've gotten a few wins in, but man. I've only lost 4 games and I won 4, lost 4. That's not ideal. At least my losses have been quick. Yeah, I'm 1959 now. That's all right, Bullet Lifter. It'll go back up. I'll get more sleep tonight. I think I only got 6 hours or even less last night, so it's in fact I can check my Fitbit app. Let's see how much sleep I got last night. Oh, I actually got 7. How did that happen? Yeah, I got 7 hours last night. All right, D4. 1500. I should have. Oh, just barely. Berserked and Battalion. Oh, I didn't berserk. You heard that sound, right? Ouch. All right, he's playing quickly. I wanted to berserk there, and it didn't let me. Yeah, like I tried to berserk, but it didn't let me. I guess he played his move at the same time I did, and in the server it beat it. It beat like it beat my berserk to the server probably. He's playing this really quickly. Yeah, I know, Bullet Lifter. I know. I think I will. Yeah, E-chips, that's totally fine. Hmm. Minor piece in games are not my favorite, but I think I'm gonna go into this against this guy. I guess he could defend with the knight, and then it wouldn't be a minor piece in game, but yeah. We'll go into this and see how well his in games go. I see he doesn't know how to play this end game. Right. Phelan, that's a big deal. That's a really big deal. Oh. Okay, I didn't have to allow that. But I should be okay here. I still think I should be okay. I really wish my bishop was here. I could trap him. Oh my god, this pawn. What am I doing? Alright, that's bad. I have to run. Run like the wind. See, the good part is that his knight's not going to be able to stop this pawn, and my bishop should be able to stop one of his. Yeah. No checks. We're good here. Yeah, he needed to run with this pawn. Moving his knight back here was the losing. The problem here, losing. I can't queen there. I'll go here. Yeah, queen there would have been a mistake. I only have to queen one pawn. Certainly is playing quickly, isn't he? What's the fastest way to mate here? No. Let's go here. Alright. GG. So it was the endgame skills that pulled that one off. Alright. Yeah, GG, Chips. Thanks. Mr. Tubbs says, how did you figure out that this knight would not be able to capture your pawn so quickly? Well, so I did calculate that, but it was also intuition, right? The knights are just really slow. When it got to the point where he captured my G pawn, I knew his only way to beat me, right, was to race his H pawn down further than my A pawn because I knew the knight was so slow. But then as soon as I realized that, I realized I could, only one of my pawns have to queen, but his knight couldn't capture it, but my bishop could capture his. So I don't know. That was the thought process going through my head with all of that. And I didn't even really have to calculate. Oh wow, 2182. I didn't even really have to calculate that the knight could or could not go all the way back. I just knew on principle, like he shouldn't have been able to do that. All right, so a Benoni, nice. So I know something about the Benoni. I used to play the Benoni as black. I gave it up because I kept losing. Oh, the modern Benoni even, okay. So h3 is normally a waste of time, but I want to make sure his light square bishop doesn't come out, and that's more important in the Benoni than another opening. So h3 is justified here. Bishop d3, castles, and I saw this line recently in the book where white can play c4 to distract my bishop off the e4 pawn after, like, say rook e8, I castle, and then the book move here is c4. I wonder if he knows this. He probably does. He's 2182. Ah, a6. Okay, that's another line. So a4. He can still play c4, actually. That's another book move. But I don't know. Does he know it? Most people would play probably like knight bd7 here. Did I play the Benko? No, this is not a Benko. This is a Benoni. It's the other move here with c5. Okay, so yeah, knight bd7 is what most people would play. That's what I used to play as a Benoni player. But like I have stuff like bishop f4 hitting this pawn, ideas of like knight d2 to c4. I think knight d2 to c4 seems better right now, but maybe the bishop belongs here first. So his queen's on c7 when I do this plan. So I think the queen should go to c7 now. Yeah, and then now I have this idea. So he's playing all these book moves against me. It's interesting. Mostly strong players want to get out of book, right? Or maybe he just thinks he knows more book than I do. But yeah, this position right here has been reached many times. Many times. Although the c4 line is more common, I think. Just taking the bishop back. No big deal. Maybe he wants to play f5 here. Smashing out the theory here. Yeah, he chips. It could be that we're already out of theory, but I'm not sure. f5 doesn't seem right. I could just take and then play knight c4. All right, knight there. Yeah, now I play knight c4. Seems good. All right, so I can start to think, because I'm pretty sure I've never seen this position before. Yeah, I should definitely start to think here. He can take here and win this pawn, but that doesn't really concern me. I have the bishop pair, and he's got the weak dark squares over here, so I think it would be kind of foolish to give up the light square bishop for just a pawn. All right, so what's next? Maybe someday this becomes more of a thing, like taking here and then taking this pawn, so f3 may make some sense. But that allows his knight access to g3 eventually. Right now the bishop's holding that, so it's not that big of a deal. Maybe rook e1 just to hold that pawn a little bit better. M&M. Huh, okay. Wow. So he wants to trade off the dark square bishop and give me... Oh, I guess he takes back with the rook, right? He doesn't have to take with the d6 pawn. I don't really want to help him double rooks, though. I also don't want him to play knight f4. I would have thought that the DSB is black less piece. Yeah, the dark square bishop. A little bit, yeah. That's probably true. I could have traded that off, but his rook would have come here with you know, I didn't want to improve his rook just to take this off. It seems like after he plays here, he wants to trade off the dark square bishops anyway, which I'm not. I gotta say I don't really understand. Maybe this is coming. It's kind of a funny idea. I've never really seen that too much. So g4 comes to mind here. I'm weakening my king side, but maybe his king side is also weak and it's double-edged, and I have chances there. Does he want to play b5? I guess he can. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I could play like queen here or queen here to prevent that. What's it do? I kind of want to play here. Be aggressive. Let's try this. Maybe I have some ideas of a rook lift or pawn storms, all kinds of stuff that can go on against his king here. Martinals. So the name of the song is Electric Avenue. And who requested this? Ah, Martin Knowles, this is your request. Nice. So Bullet Lifter, what am I trying to do here, Chris? Yeah, so with Queen G5, I'm trying to take the F6 square. So the knight, if it's going to retreat, it would probably want to go back to F6, but I've taken that square away from him. So next move G4, he'll have to go back to G7, and that is not a happy knight. All of my pawns are covering all of his squares forward. So yeah, my idea was to play G4. Maybe even now, because I don't mind this trade. Well, maybe I should mind it though. The rook comes here, that would be bad. So I'm going to take here once, just to open up the A file, and I'll set my bishop back. So if he plays B4, so my E4, oh no, my rook is always defending it. Okay, so the bishop and knight can go literally go anywhere. So C2 seems okay, but he gets all this time against my minor pieces. Maybe here. Let's go here. And then if pawn here, I go there. Yeah. So I can go like this. This is my bad bishop. Trading this off would be good. So he's got this 2-1 over here. It's not fun. I need to play for this E5 break probably. Maybe here. That looks really good actually. Petting the bishop. Oh no, I can't do that. What am I talking about? All right, Queen F4. Bertrout, how's it going? What does that say? Grandsmaster? I'm a Grandsmaster now? Grandsmaster Chess with Chris. How's it going, Bertrout? I'm doing really well. All right. So knight here. The knight would be really good on this square. Maybe this will work. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But yeah, I like the knight here, that's for sure. An honorary title, Grandsmaster. I don't even know what Grandsmaster means. Or was that a typo? You meant Grandmaster. Yeah, but him getting a passed pawn here could be scary. That's rough. I guess it's a good thing that all these minor pieces are over here and not, supporting these pawns. It's a typo, or maybe just to avoid the copyright infringement. I don't think they have a copyright on Grandmaster. It's just a thing. It's just a noun. All right, so H takes or Queen takes. Maybe Queen takes. Queen takes. He has H5, but H takes. I don't mind H5. This gives room for the knight to come to 2 different places. Copy paste GM. Yeah, it'd be nice if we could just pirate Grandmaster titles. I would love to be able to do that. You wouldn't download a Grandmaster title, would you? Oh, that's hilarious. Copy paste is the best command ever. Yeah, Fonzo, I agree. It's really useful. Now here also now comes with a threat. Oh, can I take here? That wouldn't be good, right? It improves his knight. Just come back. Oh, this is a fork. He's just going to take. Yeah, I have to take and improve his knight. Ouch. And that actually prevents my knight from coming to d4. But maybe knight here is good too. He's threatening this pawn also. That's how I write 80% of my code. Copy paste. Nice. I don't understand how software development was possible before the internet. It wasn't easy. It was books. Books, 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 and more books. Not that I was ever a pro before the internet, but yeah, I did do some programming before the internet. It just was mostly books. Misanthrope says, how old am I? I am in my late 30s. That's all I'll say. Late 30s. Yeah, maybe you could argue it's still mid 30s. It's pretty hard pressed to say I'm in my mid 30s. That's how I made the Trojan virus of the 8th kind. Just got to keep copying and pasting that virus. It'll spread eventually. Does anybody here play Minecraft? I used to play Minecraft back in the day before Microsoft bought them. And back when I used to play video games. I haven't played Minecraft in many years. All right, so queen there. He's hitting this pawn. So queen here defends both of this and this. He can take here. Wow. Yeah, I'm losing it. I'm losing it in this position. I probably should have taken here first and then gone queen here. Birchall, I like Chris hanging on to his mid-30s. Yeah, right? I could maybe say I'm still mid-30s. Maybe. Fonza Curry, Chris, can we play a game at ChessCom? I guess. Not on stream. You created Fonza Dash Curry there. Okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, we could play. I'm just chess with Chris there, just like everywhere else. All right. Not sure what he thinks he's doing here. Can't push or anything. I'll just go back. It's not a dash. Oh, what is it? Yeah, send me a friend request. I'm chess with Chris everywhere. Like this name, chess. I'm on chess.com, Twitter, Lichess, everywhere. I'm chess with Chris. I'm chess with Chris on Reddit too. So yeah, send me a friend request. We can play. No big deal. No, that's true, Bullet Lifter. I agree. So after rook here, you can go queen here, but then I can defend with queen there. But chess.com is so much bigger. Yeah, there's more opponents available on chess.com. I agree. Yeah, they have the DNS name. The DNS name is so important just to have, chess.com as a thing. All right, can I get into his king somewhere? Like, can I attack him like queen here and there and there? It's too slow, isn't it? So this has a threat of g4 and queen takes here. I had a really hard time finding Lichess, and immediately after I found Lichess, I found this stream. Oh wow, Misanthrope, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, if you don't know about Lichess, it's kind of hard to find it, right? Although if you go to places like Reddit r/chess, there's a lot of references to Lichess and stuff like that. So if you haven't checked out Reddit, the chess page for Reddit, I do recommend that. Checking that out. So what is he trying to do with this? Isn't he just dropping this pawn now? Yeah, he only has a minute. Maybe I can beat him on the clock now. Oh, wow. I have a chance. So if I take here, he has a check. Let's see what happens. Threatening his rook. Actually, the rook threat is also a mate in 2 threat. So now queen back. Oh, he's got knight here coming. Ouch. That's gonna hurt. Man. I can't even make a mate threat because his queen's on the square. Like, maybe this is a mate threat. And after rook f8, what do I do? There's nothing there. Maybe... Yeah, queen was covering g7, but now I have threats on these squares. Queen here next. He only has 8 seconds. What is he doing? He needs to blitz out these moves. So knight here. Oh, he's got this now. I'm just trying to not get checkmated. I don't think I'm getting checkmated. Yeah, now he realizes he's in time trouble. Can't do that. I really want a dirty move here. Like, I'm trying to think of a dirty move to avoid checkmate. I mean, I guess just queen here, right? That avoids the mate for a little bit. So he has a second to try to win this. Stalemate! Oh no, it's not stalemate, it's just timeout. Nice, I flagged him. So I got a draw because he took all my pawns. But hey, I got a draw. Nice. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, eChess, he was pre-moving. Your clock doesn't go down when you pre-move on Lichess. All right. Wow. So only 89th place. It's almost 10%, but all right. We'll take what we take what we get when we're not playing all that great. Ugh. Okay, yeah. So that was fun. Getting a draw there. That was amazing. Yeah. So what to do now? Anybody want to play? You want to send me a challenge? Maybe you. I just got. You know, I'm probably really tired. So if a lower rated player wants to have a chance to beat me in a casual game right now, feel free. I'm not sure I'm up for playing someone like Fonzo right now, but yeah, I don't know. If you're a long time viewer and you've been afraid to challenge me because you know I haven't been playing all that, but yeah, time control eChess. I don't know, like 5-3 maybe. 5-3 seems good. Probably 10 minutes up to 10 minutes as much as yeah. I have time for a couple of games here before I end the stream. All right. So eChips is offering a 5-3 game. Okay. Yeah. So it is casual. That's fine. I was hoping for someone lower rated, but that's fine. eChips. Looks like we haven't actually played before. So good luck. Have fun. Okay. I never feel like I know enough about the Benoni or about the Benko Gambit. I always feel like I'm out of my element against the Benko. Like no matter how much I look at it, I think last week on my stream, I I made a mental note that I need to look at the Benko Gambit again to figure out what line I wanted to play. And even now, as I'm playing the line that I looked over last week, I still don't feel prepared. It's kind of funny. Yeah, Valen, the ping, it's called lag compensation on Lichess. So that what they do is they hang on, I gotta think about this move. We queen here. Yeah, it's called lag compensation. So what they do is they take a note of what your average lag is, and they just add that to your move every time. Valen says, "How long have I been playing chess?" Let me think about that. I think like 27 years. Oh, jeez. That's not fun. So he won his pawn back. So how long have I been playing chess? I started when I was 10, so I'm in my late 30s, right? So that should answer like 20 years or so. 20, 25 plus years. A chess master died. After a few days, a friend of his heard a voice. It was him. Where are you now? He asked. What do you want to hear first? The good news or the bad news? Tell me the good news first. Well, it's really heaven here. There's tournaments and blitz all the time. The Alekhine, Tasker, Lau, Baba, Vanek, they're all here, and you can play them. Fantastic. What's the bad news? You have black again. Okay. Yeah, and Fonza, I put that that protection on Moobot. Moobot's the only chatbot that protects against very long messages like that. If you recall, there used to be a streamer, not a streamer, some crazy weird like griefer troll or whatever that would like put these really long messages, and they're usually like threats against a player, like like racial insults or whatever. So I had to enable that. All right, so this is opened up. I'm not sure if knight here really does anything. I mean, I do have this passed pawn, so maybe it does. queen here, runs into knight here. No, yeah, it does. What to do? Getting low on time. What to do with the knight? Well, I want to move the queen to be able to push the pawns, so queen back here makes some sense to protect the knight. All right. So we have to be careful with playing things like Eminem. I don't like bad language on the stream, so sorry about that. I had to skip it. So it'd be really nice if I could get the knight blockade on a light square instead of a dark square. So this maneuver comes to mind. But I don't know if I have time for that. Like, I want to push my A pawn. That's probably the most serious thing that I could do in this position as far as developing threats and whatnot. But yeah, putting the knight on c4 would be a nice thing to do. Okay, so he's blockading there. So the knight on c4 would also help with this as well. So let's do this. I had to move the knight anyway. And if he threatens to play c4, I can go knight here, defending against that, and then I can put the knight there the next move. So it looks like I'm getting what I want. If he pins here, yeah, that's less interesting. Not sure how I feel about that. I probably have to play like queen c2 in order to do this. Mr. Thop says, crazy, I got an auto reply from Automod in German saying your message will be checked by a moderator. Wasn't sent yet. Huh. So apparently my chatbot doesn't, yeah, okay, so I approved it. So I have Automod set to watch out for language, and like even bleep stuff gets removed or whatever. Yeah, but that's weird that I didn't see the approval for Automod. Oh jeez, I can't defend this pawn. Wow. Does this work? I think it does. Let's try that. It's tricky. Oh no, he just takes my queen. What am I doing? That's so stupid. Go here, he takes my queen, I take his rook. That's awful. That's not what I wanted. Man. Yeah, I'm not sure what my winning chances are now. Maybe on the clock, but there's 3 seconds increment now, so. Oh, he didn't take it. Okay, so now queen here, and it really does work. Wait. Queen here, and it works. Okay, so you can't take this pawn now. But I can't take back here because then he really could take the pawn. I still want to get my knight here, but I don't see how. Ouch. I just improved my king. I'm not sure what to do. Yeah, so maybe I should stop looking at my chat bot for the chat. There's no real reason to have the chat bot open to look at the chat. So I could probably consider not having that there. Oh, interesting. I like this music. What is this and who requested it? Martinals. Thanks, Martinals. Yeah, I was just looking at this move. This looks scary. Now this is possible. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, boy. Wait, this was fine here. I can't take here, though, because of the queen. The rook. Like, the knight is on the rook. Now I can take here. Pretty sure? Oh, but he's taking here. Oh, that's fine, though. His pawn's more advanced than mine. Shoot. Whoa. Oh, and he lost on time. Oh, good game, Eat Chips. That was really close there. Time pressure got to you, I guess. Oy, good game, man. That was tough. That was really tough. Yeah, the Banco Gambit's not my specialty as white. I've never played it as black either. Maybe I should play it as black to figure out how better players play against the Banco. I should probably try to adopt that opening for a little while, just to see how people play against it. All right, Bullet Lifters challenged me, and so has Martinals. All right, so Bullet Lifter was first. We'll play you. Good game, well played. Eat chips. Bullet Lifter, good luck, have fun. So Bullet Lifter, as I recall, you're kind of a beginner, so yeah, you haven't played too many rated games yet. That's okay. One of your favorite Blitz chess songs. Well, cool. So knight f6. I think I've said before on stream is kind of a mistake. You don't want to do that. You want to be able to against the Queen's Gambit. You want to be able to take on d5 with a pawn. Otherwise, I get tempos against whatever piece ends up here. So like we're equal in development, except I have all the center control. That's the disadvantage of what you did with knight f6. Bishop d2. Okay. Okay. I'm not commenting too much because I assume Bullet Lifter is listening. I shouldn't really mind if he's listening because I know he's new to chess. But let's see. I guess I didn't actually need to allow that. I just realized I lost the pawn. That's okay. It's opening up the position for my bishops. That was the main idea anyway. Okay, so whoever requested Liar Liar, that song's not playing. I'm gonna have to skip it, fortunately. So Mr. Throp says, whenever I'm ahead a piece, I tend to go for every trade I can in order to win very late. So it's a good idea, or should I instead try to for quicker mates? Yeah, I was reading about that recently. So trading is good if you're trading one of your worst pieces for one of their better pieces. That's the gist of it, really. So yeah, you do want to go for trades, but only if your pieces still are better than theirs. Ideally in the opening, right, you fight for your opening to be better than you fight for your pieces to be better than your opponents. So if you're trading off your good pieces for their bad ones, then no. Even if you're a piece up, I wouldn't risk that, right? Because if they have really good pieces that are active and start attacking you, even being a piece down, you can still lose. You know? So you gotta be careful. So yeah, trades are good, but only the right trades. I would say it like that. And when I say good pieces versus bad pieces, I'm talking about activity, right? So like my bishops have long scope, looking throughout this entire position. So trading them for one of these knights may not be the best idea. So that's why I didn't take either of these knights. They're doing a lot of good here, like applying pressure to my opponent. There's always the idea too that like to take is a mistake. So when your opponent recaptures something that you've captured, all you've done is like you give up the piece that you captured with, and then you improve the piece that he was defending with. So it's a net positive for the activity of black's pieces. Okay, so I was threatening to win a piece here. So I can just take this now. So if he trades queens here, right, my bishop looks better on c5 than it does on a3. So that's why you normally wouldn't want to make this trade as black. Clown Pawn says, don't get mated and don't get into endgames you can't win. Yeah. Although being a piece up, it's kind of hard to imagine too many endgames where you can't win those. Nice little fork here with the bishop. Those don't happen very often. Bishop forks. That's a free rook. Oh, Bullet Lifter wants to take back. We can try that. That's okay. So how do we do? We do another one? There we go. I only do that in casual games. Not too big of a deal. I also only do that against people who I know are much lower rated than me. Like if you drop a piece and you're the same rating as me, no, I'm not letting you get away with a take back, that's for sure. Whoa. What are you thinking, Bullet Lifter? There was a fork there. You had to save one of them. All right. I guess he's tired of take backs. I'll take the other one now. Okay, we'll go up here. Again, staying on one side of the knight or the other to limit the knight's mobility. I could just take the knight now. Boy, Bullet Lifter, you played the opening so well, and then just kind of fell apart there in the endgame. Maybe you got tilted or something after losing the first pawn or the first exchange. Good game, Bullet Lifter. Mate was coming next move. There was no getting out of rook to e4, e5 mate. Good game, too late. Yeah, Bullet Lifter. It's rough playing when you're tired, that's for sure. I know most of you guys in Europe are probably still tired. Almost midnight for you guys over there. All right, Martin Alls wants to play a 2053 player. Wants to play 5-2. All right, you're up next. Yeah, what's going on here? Okay, Lee just kind of bugged out on me. Wait a minute. Let's go back to why is it asking me if I want to leave the site? Yeah, I mean, game's over. Why would I care? All right, Martinez is next. There we go. Okay. So last week in the stream, I announced that I play daily games against viewers, like even off stream, right? So if you wanted to play like a correspondence game in Lichess or a daily game on chess.com, we can do that. I don't mind doing that. I liked playing correspondence on my phone. Just don't cheat. We'll have fun. It's a good time. Daily chess is really rewarding because you can sit there and think for as long as you want, really, before you make a move. I really like that. Have a good night, Bull Lifter. Yeah, and good game. Good luck, have fun, Martinez. All right, so this move order, I guess he's going to play g6 at some point. And we'll see how this works out. Oh, he's playing this. Wow, I don't even know what this is called. I know nothing about this. Someone else played this against me recently. I forgot who it was. I have no idea. Oh, it was the National Master I was talking about earlier, where I know the opening better than him. He played this weird thing against me. I had no idea what was going on. I think I just pushed here, and I was fine. eChip says, with a correspondent, sometimes I overthink the position, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, that's a trap, right? Like if you just sit there and you confuse yourself, yeah, you better just put the position down and come back to it an hour later. I would recommend that. Like sometimes sleeping on a position or taking a nap or something, like doing something else and then coming back, you think a lot more clearly about the position sometimes. So yeah, if you start to become confused or you think you're looking at too many lines or you're confusing yourself, yeah, just put the position down. Don't force yourself to make a move right away. All right, what am I doing here? So he's attacking my pawn here. I guess I'm not worried about that. I'm just going to develop. Yeah, taking here would be fine. All right, just keep developing. Maybe bishop e2 to castle. Okay, so I kind of want to play b4 to take away c5 from his knight. Yeah, it seems good. Let's go for that. So I only play one correspondence game at a time and look at a position at least twice with a time difference. Got 2085 rating that way. Wow. Yeah, well done, Valen. Yeah, I haven't played that much correspondence on Lichess. I think my correspondence rating is over 2000, but I don't know like how much over 2000 it is. I think it might be like 2005 or something. I'm not sure. So a4. But yeah, I've played as many 3, 4, 5 games at a time. Yeah, just pawn storm on the queen side. What is this king still doing in the center? He's not castling. I hate it when they do this to me. If I take here, doesn't this d6 pawn become a target? Like, can't I just attack it somehow? I'm spending too long thinking. Well, if he takes back with the b pawn, though, let's go here. I can play b5 and then take here twice. Oh, he just pushes and closes. Wow. Okay. Well, this is scary now because mostly the queen side is going to be closed and my king is stuck over here in the king side. Boy, that's not what I wanted at all. Let's try this. Let's try sacking a pawn here for the square on my knight. So I played some blitz against the master recently, and we had a similar position where the center locked up, and then the queen side was about to be locked up. And he said that I should have just sacked a pawn on the queen side and then just play against like the d6 here, like in the Benoni. So I'm trying to follow his advice and see where this leads. Yeah, it's not easy to attack this though. These pawns are weak as well, but yeah, we'll see if this leads anywhere. Maybe I can push here and then you get some more activity this way. He's really underdeveloped, right? The Black Lion. What is the Black Lion, Martinals? Is that the name of this this opening or whatever? Yeah, Martinez is requesting some good stuff. Black Lion is the name of the opening. Okay, cool. I'll have to look at that. I'll have to look that up a little bit more later. So he's giving the pawn back. Oh, he's not actually, because if I take here, he takes here, and my bishop falls. But I could take here first. But that opens the g file. Ouch. What do I do here? Can I kick the knight and then play like this? Let's do this. It probably weakens the light squares like way too much though. How do I defend? I can go here. Play rook f1, bishop f1. So I'm threatening this. I want to play bishop f1. Public playlist. That's a good idea. Like someone who has good taste in music, you should ask about their playlists. That's not a question I would think to answer, or I think to ask each chips. So Martinals, if you're not watching the chat, someone's asking if you have a Spotify playlist that you've curated because they like your taste in music. So I'm getting low on time. I got to be careful here. He challenged me to 5-2, not 5-3. Right here. So he doesn't mind this pawn. Okay. Let's go here, check first. Keep his king in the center. And I'll decide what to do about my rook. Because I'm considering rook e3. Just to come to the a file. I also want to have rook e1 available to defend g2. So I think I've convinced myself this seems like the best move. Martinelli says, I don't eat chips, but thanks for the flattering question. Yeah, I think Martinelli, that was a hint. Maybe you should make one. Yeah, Clown Pawn, I realize that. I'm definitely in time trouble here. We're both getting down pretty low. Ooh, I didn't see knight h3. I wasn't worried about knight e2, but knight h3 looked worse. Hmm. Oh, how interesting. So I can take here? Might as well, right? I wonder what that's for. Like he wants to put queen here. He wants to put his queen here, I guess, right? But then I go f3. And then g3 falls. Huh. It's too complicated. I can't see. Oh no. Queen g4. I have to take the bishop maybe? I don't know. I can move my bishop. I'm confused. I feel like what Feingold likes to say, like, I need an adult. Like, I don't understand why he played g3. I guess he really wants queen g4, maybe. Wow. It's just sacking everything. So he's going to take here next. It's not really a sack. Alright, I've been wanting to play this move for a while. Knight here, maybe? Wait, what did he do? Oh, okay. Yeah, my knight can come in this way. But I need my queen over here. Shoot. This pawn. Ah, everything's falling. This comes with check, actually. Oh my god. No, okay, I've got that defended. Wait, that's a free queen. What are you doing? Oh, he's panicking under the time pressure. Wow. I go here? Oh my god. What am I doing? What is he doing? Here. Oh, he's down on time. Martinel's, good game, man. Wow. He wants a rematch. I don't have time for another rematch, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's come to the end of the stream. I need to figure out who to raid. Wow. What a freaking man. What a game that was. All right, Pawn Grubber. Pawn Grubber is awesome, guys. He's like a better version of me. He's a stronger player that likes to explain his moves just as much as I do, and he's live right now, so we're gonna go raid him. Okay, guys. So thanks very much for watching. We'll see you guys next time on Chess with Chris. I'm live tomorrow. Come back next time. We'll see you then.